everyone, this is Sandy Crane at the Heart, and I am here to share a tag flip book. I made this book for a swap, and I'm using the Merry Days collection. This is actually my third project using Merry Days. I made my planner, a B6 size planner. I also made my December daily, and I actually made it more like a mini album. And someone asked me what, binder or whatever I used. I made it the December daily from scratch. I used, chipboard covers and cardstock as well as envelopes, cards and envelopes to make that album. It was actually really easy. I didn't follow a tutorial or anything. I've been making albums for 10 years, so I just it was a really easy album. And so anyway, on YouTube, if you look up Paper Phenomenon or Kathy Orta, she actually many years ago, many years ago, she made an album using cards and envelopes. So if you're looking for a tutorial, that one is pretty easy. Anyway, here is my tag flip. And so I used tons of product from the Merry Days collection. Right here, I have one of the clips, and then I've got a chipboard piece. And all I did with the chipboard piece is I put some stickles on it. So you can't really, I don't know if you can tell, but I did put some stickles on it. And I also did some stickles on the Merry Christmas, which is part of the ephemera pack. And then on this side, I don't know if you can see this very well. I don't know how to do this. These pieces, well, the 25, I think both of these pieces came from a tag flip that I had received from someone. So I just placed those here. I think they're really cute. It goes really well. And then this piece right here, this is a coffee cup die that I have in my stash. And then this is an ephemera piece. So I just attached that. And then on this side, it's kind of coming up. Let's try to get this back in here. I use this clipboard die from Tim Holtz. It's one of those movers and shakers dies. And it's just holding some little goodies that I made for my person. So I made her some cups that she can use on projects. So that's right there. And then here, I used a new die, one that I just got recently, and it's a little door die. Now, you could keep it closed if you want your door to be closed, or there's these little parts that you can snip. So I snipped those pieces, and then I just put a little tree inside, and that's just a die that I have. And so what I did with this, the wreath comes with it, and I just put some little enamel dots there for like berries, and then this piece I just recut and layered it on there. And then this opposite side, I used one of these cute buttons, which are from the collection, and some Velcro, and I just made a little envelope. And I just kind of freestyled this envelope. I didn't use a punch or anything. So I just made this envelope, and it does have a small, I don't know if I made a gusset or not, but anyway, it's got the pieces that the person can make their own door. So there's some doors in there and some wreaths that they can use on projects. So there's that. And then there's a Christmas tree ornament. And then there's some confetti and some gingerbread. And then just this little recipe tag. And then here I made a little pocket, and I used the cards. And I've used all of these cards. They are totally toast. And I'll show you what I've done. I think I use them. I've used them in all my projects. I didn't use them in the planner, but I use them in the December daily. I use the cards. I also use these cards in this project, and I use the cards in another project, which my last Merry Days project, I think I'm going to show you guys. So I just made a pocket. All I did was take the, all I did was just take the card and make like a little pocket for it. And so inside of here, there's a couple of tags. So here are my tags. So I used this really cute stamp from CC Designs, which I had kind of colored up already. So that was good. And then here, this is actually the snowman die that I got from Tuesday morning. That was a tonic die. You can see kind of how it looks. So all I did was I cut the outline, and then I cut the snowman out of white, and then I colored in the nose, and I also colored in the hat. So you can kind of color in a few of the pieces if you'd like to kind of make that work. So those are my tags, and I'll put that back in a minute. And on this side, I did some pom-pom trim on the bottom, and I used one of the cards to make a shaker. Now, I don't have any more cards to show you, but some of the cards have this ornament piece. This one says joy on it that you can pop out. I guess, I don't know, I could put on your tree or something. It's kind of weird. But anyway, it makes a great shaker. So I just popped the ornament out, made a shaker with it, put a little bow there. So I think that's a very cute way of using that. Otherwise, it's kind of odd. And then here I've got another pocket that I created. And I noticed I didn't seal my bottom of my envelope very well, so I need to fix that. I made these poinsettias. So just really simple. I used the paper, except for this. Yeah, I used the paper. This one I used one of the back of the cards. And then this, I used the paper to make my poinsettia. I used the Spellbinders poinsettia die. Then I've just got a little bit of sequins in here, to decorate it. And I made some leaves. And so these can just be popped off and used. And then back here, I used some of the chipboard pieces to decorate my tag. And then I actually included, let's see, like the topper that I made. So I included a couple of the cards and envelopes that the person can use. So I just decorated with this clip I had gotten from a swap. And then this is an ephemera piece that I just attached along with It's a Wonderful Life. It's kind of covered up, but once you take the clip off, you can see it better. And so that's what I included. And then here, I just made this little, kind of like a little belly band. And so in here are just some goodies. This is from, is it High Swap? One of the, I got this one package from Tuesday morning that includes 4x6 cards, 3x4 cards, along with ephemera pieces. I want to say it's Heidi Swap. I'm not sure, but I think it is. Kind of like a Project Life little thing. And so in here is just some of the cards, 3x4 cards, along with a couple pieces of ephemera that the person can use. This says December 25th. And then the back side just says, oh, what fun, with one of the stars. And so that's my tag flip. It's simple, but I think it's really cute. And I tried to include some little goodies for the person so they can have something to play with. So anyway, that is my third Merry Days project from Crate Paper. Thank you for watching. This is Cindy with Create the Heart.